I want to welcome y'all to a brand new episode of Sho Nuff Good Stuff. I am still your host, Sister Bertha Bear Jenkins, or the East Side Jenkins, not the West Side, cause they still think they billing us, and I still don't like it. That's right. Now, before we get into today's topic, rather, I want to send y'all greetings from my church of 65 years. Why in the world would you have a baby from an individual that you know good well is a psycho and a path missionary Baptist church? That's right. Where the pastor Willie Preston, Cleophas, Abraham Lincoln, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, John Jackson, the 17th resides in the back of the church, still a full-time soldier in the army for the Lord. That's right. All right, so we're going to just jump into this topic. We're going to start with the men folk. You know, you men folk, y'all out here having babies from children you regret. You know, but she showed you the signs that she was crazy from the first, the second, and the third place. When her head spent completely around, you should have got out of town. You understand what I'm saying? She started foaming at the mouth and everything like that. That was the run to the hills, which cometh my help, my strength, my help cometh from the Lord. You should have been out of there, but no, you was doing this, looking at the booty. Now you locked in for another 18 years and speaking in tongues, asking Jesus to erase it. That ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right. Now, ladies, you know, y'all too, you know what I'm saying? He got a little change, got a nice little car, but they're clear that he's breathing fire and he got horns coming from his head. He's a shepherd for the devil, and you want to lay down and make a baby with him because his eyes are green when they turn red. You see what I'm saying and everything? But no, now you locked down for the next 18 years with a shepherd for the devil, and they can make your life miserable. They don't be caring nothing about the child at all. They want to make your life miserable, but you know what I'm saying? But you still gonna have a baby from this individual. You know, you missed all the signs Miss Lula made, you know, Miss Bertha made, myself, Miss Lily them, Miss Linda, you Peaches them told y'all not to have a baby from that person. But did you listen to us? No, you didn't. And then sometimes you'll have a baby from somebody, everything will be all right. You know what I'm saying? You working on yourself and y'all taking the baby and doing this, that, and the third and everything like that. And then one of y'all get into a new relationship. Then the other party got a problem. And usually with women, if a man go ahead and see somebody else, he might, you know, take some time to get stuff together. He sees somebody else, then she'll stop him from seeing the child. He went on child support in the beginning, but he was doing his thing and everything like that. But now all of a sudden, you gonna put on child support, and then they gonna go back and pick up from 78. You see what I'm saying and everything like that. And then you ladies, you know, the man, he gonna bust the windows out your car. Usually that's what we do, slash your tires, threaten your life, and then sometimes threaten the child when you move on to somebody else and everything like that. You gotta be clear who you having a baby from, but y'all be doing that rushing and rush and everything like that, and then got a psychopath on your hands for the next 18 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of y'all like that holding it down, co-parenting. Y'all on your medication, so you making good decisions. But those of y'all that aren't, see your doctor immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all just, you know, you got all the warning signs, and they come from people that genuinely love you. Sit you down. You done went to lunch. They want to have a heart-to-heart with you and everything like that, going one end out the other. But she was going through. Well, let her go through. All right, let her go through. You understand what I'm saying? Pray for her from a distance. You know, he seemed like a nice fella. We already got 6 kids he ain't taking care of. And even when you eventually put him on child support, you only going to get $3.50. You see what I'm saying? And everything like that. You know, y'all just so silly. And then some of y'all use the child against, well, that's the same thing, but y'all use the child against the other person trying to hold it down, do what's right. And then, you know, you ain't on your medication. You ain't had your tetanus shot. And then you want to deprive the man of seeing his child and trying to, and y'all be telling the children what they don't love you no more. Some of y'all went as far as say the daddy died and he around here walking around and everything like that there. And then how do y'all, you know, the man pay child support, got the child on the health insurance and stuff, handling the business, but then you in the court when Judge Judy tell you to let them see that baby, then you don't want to, you're in contempt, they picking you up. So stupid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all use y'all children to get back at one another. And again, I would call that pathetic. Should have never ever been allowed to reproduce. I said it. I know some of y'all get mad, but y'all know where to meet me at. Meet me at the church. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't scared of none of y'all because y'all pathetic. And I'm here to tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. But I think that's about enough. I know some of y'all mad as all outdoors. And again, I could care less because you're wrong. You're wrong, 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 wrong when you use your child against the other parent that's trying to do right. You understand what I'm saying? You're wrong, wrong, wrong. And that's what I said. All right. Well, this concludes another episode of Sho Nuff Good Stuff. I'm Sister Bertha May Jenkins, and until next time, children, bye, babies. See how long that one was.